Welcome to my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to catch more amazing stories. John, a successful billionaire CEO, built his company from scratch. John's company, Greenhill Corporation, is one of the most powerful conglomerates in the financial industry. He has everything that others dream of: immense wealth, immense fame, and unrivaled power. But behind the glamour is a cold-hearted person who lacks compassion. John believes in the power of money and authority and thinks he doesn't need empathy or understanding for anyone. Shara, poor black woman, works as a cleaner for Greenhill Corporation. She lives in a poor neighborhood of the city, facing the hardships of life every day. Nevertheless, Shara keeps a kind heart and the resilience to overcome all challenges. She works hard to support her little daughter, Lyra, who is her greatest source of motivation. John never paid attention to his subordinates, especially the laborers like Shara. To him, they were just nameless cogs in the massive machine of his company. One day, while conducting an unannounced inspection of one of the company's buildings, John came across Shara cleaning the hallway. As Shara's work obstructed his path, John lost his temper and began to berate her, calling her useless and demanding she work faster. Shara remained silent, bowing her head in acceptance. But inside, she felt humiliated and bitter. She knew she couldn't retaliate against such a powerful man because she needed this job to provide for her daughter. The story began to take a turn when a long-buried family secret was revealed. Shara had never known her father, only knowing that he left her mother when she was very young. One day, after receiving a letter from a distant relative, Shara discovered that her father was actually a white man who had married and had another child. The more Shara found out, the more shocked she became when she realized that her father was John's father, the CEO of Greenhill Corporation. Shara was stunned by this truth. She couldn't believe that the cruel man who had berated her that day was actually her half-brother. She didn't know what to do with this information, and it made her even more upset when she thought about her mother's past, who had once loved and trusted John's father but was ultimately abandoned. After the fateful encounter, John began to pay more attention to Shara. He noticed something about her that unsettled him, as if she carried a secret he didn't know. John started investigating Shara, and the more he dug, the more he realized details about her life that connected to his father's past. During one search for information, John discovered an old photo of his father with a black woman, Shara's mother. This revelation left John in shock. He couldn't believe that the woman he had once bullied was connected to his family. John began to feel guilty. He remembered how he had treated Shara harshly and wondered if it was because of the differences in class and skin color that he had become so heartless. John was always proud of his success, but now, faced with the truth, he started to see the flaws in himself. Shara, meanwhile, continued to face daily struggles. She had no intention of revealing the truth to John, as she thought he would never accept her. But deep inside, Shara always longed for recognition, a connection with the half-brother she had never met. One day, while John was preparing for an important press conference, he unexpectedly saw Shara standing at a distance, looking at him with sad eyes. John decided to approach her, and this time, he was no longer cold. He wanted to know the truth, to know why she made him feel so troubled. After a moment of hesitation, Shara decided to tell John about her past, about the father who had abandoned her and her mother. John listened in silence, and when Shara finished her story, he felt like he had been hit hard in the mind. John realized that Shara was his sister, someone he had never known. After learning the truth, John began to change. He tried to reach out to Shara, wanting to make amends and help her. But Shara wasn't easy to accept his help. She wanted John to understand that not everything could be solved with money, and that what she needed was respect and understanding. John gradually realized that wealth and power weren't everything. He began spending time learning about Shara's life, the struggles she had gone through. He admired her resilience and started to learn how to listen and understand those around him. John decided to invite Shara and her daughter, Lyra, to live with him for a while. Initially, Shara hesitated, but for her daughter's sake, she agreed. Gradually, a true family bond began to form between John and Shara. John learned to be a good brother and a caring uncle to Lyra, and he felt happy bringing joy to the little girl. Shara also realized that John was genuinely trying to change. She felt her heart gradually open, and the painful memories of the past began to fade. Shara understood that no matter how painful the past was, she could still find hope and love in the present. John began using his position to help those in difficult situations, people he once looked down upon. He understood that class and racial discrimination only made society more divided. And the most important thing was compassion and understanding for each other. Shara also felt proud of John. She saw that her brother had truly changed and become a better person. Despite their differences and distances, they found each other and rebuilt the family bond they had never had. John and Shara's lives, once from two different worlds, gradually intertwined in unexpected ways. They learned to forgive, to love, and to cherish the true values in life. John was no longer a cold-hearted billionaire, but a responsible and caring brother. The story of John and Shara is a journey of change, of lessons in compassion and understanding in a divided world. They found each other, not through wealth or power, but through love and family connection. John and Shara decided to explore their parents' past together. John began to learn more about his father, discovering many secrets he never knew. John's father was an ambitious man but had made mistakes that hurt many people. Together, John and Shara faced these truths, learning to forgive and overcome the pains of the past. Shara also learned about her mother and felt moved when she discovered that her mother had once loved John's father deeply but had to part ways due to societal pressures. Shara realized that despite her mother's hardships, she had always held on to hope and love for her daughter. The newly built relationship between John and Shara was not always easy. They faced many challenges, from the skepticism of those around them to differences in thinking and lifestyle. Although John had changed, he still carried habits of a powerful man, which sometimes made Shara uncomfortable. One of the biggest challenges came when John decided to help Shara get a better job at the company. Shara refused. She wanted to strive for herself and didn't want any special treatment. This made John understand that she needed independence and respect, and he began to learn to let Shara make her own decisions. Lyra, Shara's daughter, became a bridge between John and Shara. The little girl brought joy and hope to both of them. John began to spend more time with Lyra, teaching her new things and helping her experience what she had never experienced before. Lyra also helped John realize the values of love and sharing. Shara felt happy seeing her daughter loved and cared for. She realized that despite life's hardships, she could still find joy and happiness through family love. John decided to meet his father to talk about the past. He wanted to understand more about the mistakes his father had made and wanted to find a way to forgive. This meeting was not easy, but it helped John understand that everyone makes mistakes, and the important thing is to learn and change from those mistakes. John's father also regretted what he had done. He admitted that he had missed many precious things in life, and he felt proud seeing his children, John and Shara, overcome difficulties and rebuild their family bond. John and Shara decided to build a new future together. They were no longer haunted by the past but instead focused on the present and future. John began investing in community projects he had never thought of before. Shara also found her passion in helping those in need, and she started participating in charitable activities. Both of them learned to slow down, appreciate the simple moments in life. They overcame challenges together, learned to love and cherish each other. John was no longer a cold, emotionless man but became a reliable brother, uncle, and friend. John and Shara's story does not end here. It is an endless journey, a journey of change and learning. They found each other, overcame class, race, and past differences to build a true family relationship. In this divided world, John and Shara's story is a testament to the power of compassion, forgiveness, and love. They proved that no matter how hard life gets, People can still find hope and happiness if they know how to love and understand each other.